When navigating menopause without hormones, marketing algorithms quickly push you toward one destination, the endless, overwhelming supplement aisle. Whether you are a breast cancer survivor medically contraindicated for hormone replacement therapy, or HRT, a treatment that replaces declining estrogen and progesterone, or you simply prefer to avoid medications, you need non-hormonal options. But you are likely stuck in a frustrating cycle, battling debilitating hot flashes and severe insomnia while wasting money on natural hacks that simply fail to deliver relief. To find actual relief, we have to bypass the flashy packaging and look strictly at the peer-reviewed clinical data. Escaping severe menopause symptoms naturally is not about buying the right pill. It requires separating clinically proven interventions from low-effort placebo marketing. Our baseline for this evaluation is the 2023 guidelines from NAMS. NAMS, the North American Menopause Society, is the leading medical organization dedicated to evaluating women's health protocols during midlife. This chart maps their recommended treatments using two metrics. First is the amount of input required from you. This includes the financial cost, the time commitment, and the behavioral friction needed to maintain the habit. The second metric is clinical efficacy. This vertical axis measures actual symptom relief, strictly based on NAMS evidence levels, grading from weak consensus up to level I clinical proof. The data reveals an uncomfortable truth. The interventions that actually provide measurable relief sit in the top right. They demand a massive amount of personal input. To get a high return on your quality of life, you have to stop investing your limited energy into easy wellness hacks and commit to high-friction, evidence-backed protocols. Let's start in the bottom left quadrant. These are the interventions that require almost zero effort, but offer virtually zero real benefit. This zone is filled with heavily marketed quick fixes. Think of strategies like buying cooling fans, avoiding spicy foods, or taking over-the-counter herbal supplements like pollen extracts and soy pills. Looking at the chart, cooling hacks, trigger avoidance, and herbal supplements land near zero on the efficacy scale. NAMS explicitly assigns these a level 2 or 3 rating, officially not recommended, because they perform no better than a placebo for hot flashes. The appeal here is obvious. Swallowing a pill or turning on a fan is financially and behaviorally easy. It asks almost nothing of you. But relying on these low-friction traps actively delay effective treatment and steadily drains your wallet for zero clinically proven return. Shifting our focus to the top right quadrant brings us to the gold standard behavioral interventions, cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, known as CBTI, and clinical hypnosis. The input required here is grueling. Weeks of strict sleep diaries, daily cognitive exercises, and heavily restricted sleep windows. Backed by level 1 clinical evidence, CBTI triggers a steep drop in insomnia severity, achieving 70% remission over 8 weeks. Crucially, while it doesn't stop hot flashes physically, CBTI significantly reduces how much they interfere with your daily life. The trade-off is steep. This path requires high mental bandwidth, intense short-term discomfort, and out-of-pocket costs to hire a certified therapist. The effort is brutal, but rewiring your brain's response to symptoms offers a durable, risk-free resolution that a supplement simply cannot match. Beyond the visible symptoms lies the invisible, systemic threat of menopause, profound metabolic shifts that rapidly increase your risk for insulin resistance and cardiovascular disease. The protocol to combat this is strict adherence to a Mediterranean or plant-based diet, paired with a caloric deficit to achieve weight loss. This requires immense behavioral friction, overhauling decades of grocery shopping habits, learning entirely new recipes, and navigating social friction dining out. The outcome is twofold. You secure robust protection against postmenopausal heart disease and achieve a documented reduction in vasomotor symptoms tied directly to decreased body fat. While a diet change will not stop a hot flash overnight, it is the only non-hormonal path addressing the systemic metabolic decline of menopause, rather than just slapping a Band-Aid on acute symptoms. Finally, we have to address the most severe structural threat of estrogen depletion, the rapid acceleration of bone mineral loss and osteoporosis. The high-input protocol for your skeleton involves performing high-impact, weight-bearing exercises like squats and step-ups, paired with heavy calcium and vitamin D supplementation. When you perform impact training, you generate ground reaction forces that shoot back into your body. These forces mechanically signal bone formation cells to actively rebuild tissue, counteracting osteoporosis. However, NAMS cautions this intense exercise won't significantly reduce hot flashes. The required input is high. You will face physical exhaustion and sweat, along with a steep learning curve to maintain proper form and avoid joint injury. Impact training is a heavy physical tax. You have to pay it to ensure your long-term mobility and skeletal integrity against the decline of estrogen. Deploying all of these high-effort protocols simultaneously is nearly impossible. You have to route your energy based on your primary symptom blocker. If your primary issues are debilitating hot flashes and insomnia, your path points directly to CBTI and clinical hypnosis, bypassing the supplement aisle entirely. If you want to aggressively prevent aging-related diseases, your path points to the Mediterranean diet and impact training. Channel your discipline strictly into dietary overhauls and physical impact, ignoring the noise of quick-fix wellness hacks. Aligning your specific biological goal with the correctly matched high-effort protocol prevents burnout and guarantees a clinical return on your investment. The ultimate uncompromising trade-off of natural menopause management is that there are no clinically effective quick fixes. You absolutely have to stop searching for a natural substitute for estrogen inside of a tiny pill bottle. The only interventions that actually work are intensive behavioral therapies, massive dietary overhauls, and grueling impact training. True natural management requires abandoning marketing illusions and committing to the friction of rewiring your brain and reinforcing your body.